Right, hey everyone, welcome back to Yap-Xodeau, the show where I just talk about stuff that I want to talk about and stuff that's on my mind. And today's one is based on my other video I made today, and it's basically me realising I've been thinking about YouTube in the wrong way. So, I made a video on the weirdest cooking flash games, and I thought it was a good idea to begin with, but today, after I've made the video, I didn't enjoy making it at all. It wasn't what I wanted to make, and it made me realise I've been trying to, of course, tried to get big on YouTube. Just seems like a cool thing to do, especially for a struggling uni student who just wants things to go right. But I've realised I shouldn't be doing that. So this is just me realising I should do YouTube for the fun of it. I should do it for just enjoying the craft rather than, trying to make money from it. Because I've realised now that that's just made me too, I don't know how to put it, too focused on the end goal, I would say. Because, of course, I've basically become a numbers person by doing that, wanting to see the numbers blow up when they just aren't. And I just have to accept that. I shouldn't be focusing on that. Because, well, life is throwing basically the kitchen sink at me. I've got terrible hardware, no experience, and no one to edit stuff. So there shouldn't be any point in me trying to get big quick. I just do stuff I want to do. Just do it for the joy of it. And then making money from it is just a bonus. So basically this is a sort of an update video, just to say I'm probably just going to make content when I want to at this point. I'm not going to try and keep consistent. I'm not going to try and do stuff for the hell of it. I'm going to do stuff when I want to and when I feel like I want to do it. Of course, that might mean less frequent uploads, but to be fair, in my current situation, of course, being at university, that's probably a good thing because I have other stuff to focus on, aka exams, subjects, and projects. And I should probably focus on them over silly YouTube stuff like this. So, in that sense, I'm probably not going to be making another video like that previous one for a while. It's it wasn't good for me. I got frustrated at editing software. I struggled to find anything. And I just felt like it was really badly made by me. Whereas this content, I can just be myself. I can just talk about what I want to talk about. Maybe in the future I might use some PowerPoints to have a bit of in-video editing. But other than that, yeah, I'm completely pivoting my output of YouTube and just do what I want. Just do what I enjoy. So that's going to be possibly the series on Keep Talking is probably going to continue. I've got one of the biggest ones coming up, Ultra Stores. So that's interesting. And of course, this series will probably carry on when I just want to talk about stuff. It's pretty good. But other than that, I don't really know what I'm going to make. I'm just going to make stuff when I want to. I shouldn't try and force myself to make A-class content when I just don't have the facilities for it. That's just going to deteriorate my mental health. So, at this point, I'm just going to see what I make this year and just do it for enjoyment, not for fame. Because that should just be a bonus, not a goal. What else can I think about talking about? So, there's two parts to this one. First part with me talking about what people in just content, but the other one's sort of similar. It's just talk about just life at university. So, first 2 years, the first year is pretty much just easing you into it. It's going to be a lot of stuff that, this is specifically university maths, by the way. I don't know what to say about other ones. University maths, I can say, has the first year is just easing you in. It's a lot of topics that you'd be familiar to you: calculus, bit of linear algebra, which you probably have seen, probability and statistics, and stuff like that. But the second semester has some stuff that is a little bit more new, like multivariable calculus and operational research. Operational research I did not enjoy at all. But other than that, it shouldn't be too much of a worry. Second year definitely felt like it was getting harder, but all in all shouldn't have been, also wasn't too bad. But analysis, which wasn't my forte, almost did me in. But I mean, I got nominated for the Dean Award twice, so that probably tells me I'm at least good at something. This year, though, has been quite the kicker, which is why I've realised I should probably not focus too much on content, because the courses I've been doing this year have been brutal. Advanced PDEs is very analysis based, which was a bit bad for me considering the fact that analysis was my worst one in year 2. Then there was numerical methods, which had coding, which I'm not good at, so that was fun. And then advanced fluid dynamics, of course, with the name advanced, it was also quite difficult. And I did the exam yesterday, I think it was, and it was all right to begin with, but then the last 2 questions took it out of me entirely. So, but in terms of university, that was like the courses I've been doing. But I'm going to say something that have been lifesavers for me is, well, one of the main ones is being the shop I normally go to, and that is Aldi. Aldi is an absolute lifesaver because, unlike other shops, it is what it says, it's quite cheap. And today I tried their really cheap, I think it's 97p pizza, and it's good. It's not terrible, and it's definitely a good find for 97p. And they have a lot of items like that. They have dinner, like microwave meals, which are like 85p. The 2-litre bottles of cola are like extremely cheap, sometimes cheaper than the smaller bottles, which sure doesn't add up sometimes. But yeah, it's been an absolute lifesaver. But of course, university is stressful, and the question that a lot of people normally have is it worth your time and is it worth the money? I would say, is it worth your time? Yes. If you've got a passion that you want to follow, it is definitely worth your time. However, the money side is definitely one of the things I can agree with, because tuition fee is through the friggin' roof, and just cost of living is brutal to begin with. So I can get why some people don't go to university just because of the price tag, and that makes sense. I only went because I really love maths. I still do. Although this year sometimes made me question whether I do. But, I mean, other than that, I came here just because I enjoyed maths. And the enjoyment for the subject outweighed the worry of the money. So that's why I ended up doing it. And I still think it's worth it. Even if I don't go into something math-based after this, like if this takes off somehow, which I'm not going to focus on, not counting on that, but of course, if this takes off, I'm of course probably going to look at doing this, but other than that, I'll probably be looking for a job, and I don't know if I'm going to go into a purely maths-based job yet. I might just go into like teaching maths, or even something not even maths-based. I guess we'll see at the end of, well, what would that be? I guess we'll see mid 2026 what happens. Because yes, I'm one of those people who decided to do a master's, slightly regretting my decision now, but we'll just see what happens. I don't really have anything else more to say, but yeah, expect slightly less forced uploads. I'm just going to upload when I feel like it, just when I want to do some stuff, and I'm going to be making stuff that I want to make, not trying to catch a bandwagon. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this random video. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you later.